have successfully authored a book, which is obviously very fresh, it's contemporary, it's a very easy to read strategy book. You have been an award-winning author of articles, you have got successful podcasts. What inspired you to be, for want of a better term, the voice of your space?
Yeah, I think that's a brilliant point. I use some analogy in my book to explain this issue, which is in Shakespeare's play, Julius Caesar, where a soothsayer comes to Julius Caesar and say, be aware of the Ides of March. It was a very important message, but it was shrouded in obscurity. So, unsurprisingly, Julius Caesar was sarcastic and said, he's besides himself, let us leave him alone. For me, and on the 15th of March, 44 BC, it was a bad day for Caesar. He was stabbed 23 times. For me, this is exactly the same situation that we have in cybersecurity, that the significance of the message is without a doubt. We are seeing a growing appetite by senior business leaders to understand how this threat affects their businesses and what they need to do to address it. But the subject of cybersecurity is still highly complex and very ambiguous. They don't know where to start. For me, that was my number one motivation to say, it is my responsibility. The number one thing that I want to focus on the next decade is to simplify the cybersecurity message, to make it, to take it outside of the cybersecurity function into the wider business community. Because for us to effectively address this risk, everyone needs to play their part, right from the board of directors to frontline personnel. In organizations where I've worked in cybersecurity, you realize that some of the most important threats are not prevented by technology, they're prevented by people. People being aware of what they need to do, being cyber savvy to detect even increasingly sophisticated cyber phishing attacks. It's very important. So for me, that's the number one motivation, to say, let everyone play their part. But how can they play their part if they don't understand what this subject means? And that's what motivated me to write the book and many other thought leadership articles that I write for ISACA mostly.
It's an excellent point, and I think